Happy Tuesday. Thanks for joining me again. I see Wildwoods Honeybee Farms Grayson is first again. Good afternoon, Kenneth Wilkinson, aka Chris, my Hoovian brother. Good to see you. I hope you're all well. Today's Tuesday, 70 degrees here in Columbus, Indiana. And we've already had a swarm, possibly swarm, or maybe they started to swarm and then they went back. But I got to go check it out here in a little bit. Hey, Jarrett, good to see you. Glad you're here this afternoon. I hope you're well. Everything's going like it should. We have the swarms of May upon us on the 6th day of May. Oh, I'm glad to know it's Tuesday there too, Rick. Good to see you. Good to see you. So, have the swarms been abundant in your area? It is May. They are a bale of hay. A swarm in May is a bale of hay. A swarm in June is a silver spoon. And a swarm in July, let it fly. Or better yet, catch them and add them to a wheat colony. Oh, thank you, Jarrett. You are so dear to my heart. Jarrett talks, everybody. He goes live mornings. I haven't been able to catch him. Sorry about that, but it is busy season here. I am still healing. As you can see, I'm going to have a bodacious scar. But it is getting better. I just can't lift that. My lift restriction is Saturday. After Saturday, I can lift, which is a good thing because next Monday, Tampa is going to be here. We're going to go live from the beehives. It's raining in Rhode Island. Well, it looked like it was going to rain here today, but the sun peeked out a little bit. Now the clouds are back, but it hasn't rained. I haven't seen the weather says it's not going to rain until Thursday. We'll see. But the temperatures are supposed to stay in the 70s. And it looks like Monday might be cloudy. That'll be interesting. Tampa hasn't met Spicy Bees yet. She met them when it was a good time of year. So I want to give a shout out to everybody in the background that's not chatting. And if you're on the replay, thanks for hitting that thumbs up like for me. And okay. We were talking about swarms, which I have a possible, and my friend from Brown County, she texted me. She's got a swarm in her trap and in a tree. The abundance of these bees. It seems at first, 6 years ago, I started doing this, and it seemed like I would never get a good large amount of bees or wax or honey, but now there's a lot, and there's a lot to deal with, from the equipment to the products of the hive. I've got a 10-pound block of wax to deal with. It's too big to put in my melter, so I got to cut it up. Hey, David, good to see you all the way from Texas. And Cool Gamer, thanks for coming in this afternoon. I appreciate you. It has been a week, I'm telling you. It seems like whatever can be thrown just happens this week. But it's okay, because we had a successful spring on the farm. The children really liked it, and meeting the bees safely in the observation hive. Next big thing coming up that I'll put the bees in the observation box for is Foundation for Youth. I'll be doing that in June. And then for Reeves Festival in August, where I'm planning a whole meet your local beekeeper. So if you're a local beekeeper to Columbus, Indiana, you are invited to the Henry Breeding Farms Reeve Festival in August. I will have that information on my website and the YouTube soon. My favorite restaurant? That's a good question. You like Chili's? Chili's uses too much cilantro for my taste. I haven't been to Chili's in a while. I don't know. I'll have to get back to that question. My favorite restaurant. I know I like McAllister's Deli a lot. Chicago's Pizza. They're good. Well, maybe I just don't have a favorite restaurant. What's your favorite? Put it in the comments, in the chat. Let me see what's your favorite. We already know Chris's is Chili's. They've got those good ribs too. And here we are talking about food again. What everybody have for lunch? I had leftover goulash from last night's dinner. Seafood. So you like all the good seafood. Oh, boys, I haven't heard of that one. I'm in Indiana. Help me out. Croppa didn't have lunch. Shame on you, Crop. You got to have the lunch. At least the peanut butter and jelly, something. Peanut butter and honey. That's always a favorite over around here. Of course, you know how we do around here. Straight from the bottle. That's the best way. May is full of birthdays. This present is for Tampa's Creek Homestead, my friend Pam. Her birthday is Saturday. Happy early birthday, Pam, if you're watching. Oh, Chris had Chili's for lunch. That's good. I'm glad you had a good lunch. Oh, what else was I going to say? I already read off my notes. Oh, you're quite welcome. I do try to be thoughtful. So the bees kind of got a head start on me because of the getting this out of my arm and everything, but we're not behind. If you feel like you're behind, we're not behind. We're just getting started. Because really the bees are just getting started. The nectar flow, let's see, dandelions are going to seed, so that flow's kind of over. But we've got other plants blooming now, other trees. I think it's black locust around here. I'll have to find out for sure. But I know there's a flow on. They're bringing things in. And the queen's laying over 1,500 eggs a day in those boxes, making more bees. And then when they hatch and they don't have enough room in the box, that's when they the queen takes half the colony and takes off. And that's the fun part, is chasing them. For me, I like to chase the swarms until I'm sick of it. And then I can tell them bye right when you find work. I guess it's nice to be at a position where I can pick and choose the swarms I chase. I like being in this position. It's something that I can't explain in words. Between the smell and the sound, when you open up a beehive, it's serenity and joy. And I still thanks Gunline Bees for sending my set of clips. Awesome, my queen clips. And they also sent another surprise. Thank you guys so much for sending me the copy money. This is for motion picture purposes. So thank you at Gunline Bees for the snail mail super chat. You are most appreciated. So dear to my heart and always in my prayers. The queen bee. She has a bigger abdomen than the other bees, and she has the shield on her back is slightly larger. And she moves a little differently because she always has 2 to 4 attendants around her all the time. I have the video that I think it was a short that I posted where the queen bee is laying her egg in the observation hive. That's a neat one to see. You can see the difference between the queen and the worker bees. And the drone bees are bigger than the worker bees. They have bigger eyes, and they don't have a stinger. The boy bees don't have a stinger. So you can pick up the drones to practice picking up the queen, which I still need to practice. Yes, because I feel like I don't want to squish the queen. I can't harm the queen. So I'm still a little nervous when it comes to getting the queen, which is why I might add I have not marked any of my queens. I marked a couple in the red year, but then green year I did not do any green. And this year, what's the color this year? I even forgot what the queen color is for this year, for 2025. Look it up real quick. I know I had it in my bookmarks. Collector Rick said, hoping for a break in weather tomorrow, looking for cells. Should I split or let them keep making honey and maybe swarm? That is the decision, the question, the decision to make. Because, see, I haven't even tried what you call it, Demare or Demare split. I haven't even tried one of those yet. Okay, so this year is blue. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Gunline, Tim and Hannah. Thank you so much. Yeah, this year is blue. TARDIS blue. And I guess that depends on how big your colony is, Rick, because sometimes you can get you can split and both colonies end up making honey. Hey, No Life beekeeper James Knoll, good to see you this afternoon. Thanks for coming in. I almost was going to cancel, but I thought, no, I can't do that. I gotta make an appearance. We got to talk about these swarms. They're happening now around Columbus, Indiana. And I know in other parts of the country, because when they get it in their heads to swarm, and they've only got a brain the size of a sesame seed, but when they get the idea in that little brain of theirs, they go with it and they follow through. So I figure that's the least I can do. Show up at this regular time till I find my permanent time slot, I guess. So guys, I never thought I'd be doing the live stream thing at all. I was just happy chatting with everybody in the chat. And being up here is completely different. But I'm grateful for everyone who's encouraged me to do so. And I'll keep thanking you. And that's, let's see, Revenge of the 6th. It's May 6th. I hope everybody had a good Star Wars Sunday. I'm sorry I missed Earl. I did do the replay at Gunline Bees. It was neat. You guys got to talk to Earl. Now, James in Michigan is still chomping at the bit waiting for swarms. I know what that's like. Worry, it'll happen for you, James. May they find your swarm traps if you've got them out. So if you know that you've got a little bit of time, go ahead and put your swarm traps out. You know, we've got a couple traps we've still got to check. And given the activity on the Earth Cam today, Stephen texted me, there's a swarm out back. And when I looked, they were gone. So I don't know if they were planning on swarming, like if they all came out and stretched their wings and then they all went back inside, or if they just took off real quick and I don't know where they went. But we'll walk back there later and see. Hey, Hanley's Homestead, good to see you. Good. It's good that it's clicking along. Thank you, Chris. I appreciate you. Yeah, when it starts and they keep swarming and keep swarming. Now, if you're a new beekeeper, call your local DNR, your state DNR, and get on their swarm list. And there's also one, there is another website, and I heard about it at Fred Dunn's, The Way to Bee over there. I know I put it in my bookmarks. beeswarmed.org. That'll get you in touch with beekeepers. I haven't gone through the motions to join it yet, but I will when I heal up. It's funny because I think about all the things I want to talk about before I hit the live button. And then when I look at the camera lens, it all goes away. And I didn't write that one thing down. It's okay. We keep doing this. Eventually something good will come out of it. Something good has to come out of it. I already told you it's 70 degrees. some sun, mostly clouds today. But I'm glad it's in the 70-degree range because the 40s and 50s were too cold for me. And everybody's saying hi to each other. We are 20 minutes in, and I can count on both hands how many people are in here. 8 people in here at 20 minutes. You guys rock. You guys get the thumbs up. I appreciate you for joining me, even when I don't know what I'm going to talk about. But there's always lots to talk about when it comes to these honeybees. All the activity with them looking for new homes. I'm thinking about that bee tree across town. I know it's already swarmed, but nobody's called me about it yet. So maybe it hasn't swarmed because it has been kind of rainy here, cloudy. But they're ready. Once they see the sunshine, they're ready and they go. I do have my Hive Butler tote with my little with the vented lid ready. Got that ready to go. Stephen, thank you so much, Stephen, for helping clean up the boxes and getting them ready for swarms and splits. I'm confident I will be able to lift my boxes after Saturday because the arm, it does feel better. It's just a little bit of a bruise left. I've been stretching it as to not get stiff. Oh, and I have my email address at the bottom of the screen. Email a comment or question, and then next week we'll talk about it. I think that's a good plan. Trying to think what else I can tell you guys. There's things I got in the works I can't talk about quite yet because it's not going to happen until next year. But it's penciled in and started. The ball is rolling, as they say. Did you guys get any swarms in Alabama yet, Tim and Hannah? I think I heard the last you guys were still waiting for your swarms to come in. I've been sending good swarm thoughts your way. Bees in the gunline apiary. Make us that good honey this year. It'll be interesting to see who wins the honey tasting this year at your place. Last year was fun. Well, good honey tasting is always fun. There's so many different flavors of flowers and nectars, and then when you find that honeydew honey, which I didn't realize that was like my biggest hit last year. I've had requests like, please look for some more of that honeydew honey. Slim pickings. Oh no, we got to send. Hey Lee, thanks for joining us this afternoon. Good to see you. I was just saying, we have got to send swarm thoughts in Gunline's direction. Hey Tampa, I was just talking about you. I got your present all ready for Saturday. I hope we're still meeting up at the garage on Saturday. That'll be fun. Saturday, I can start lifting again. I'm going to go slow, though. I'm not going to just start lifting 50-pound boxes. But Monday, I hope you're ready. So we're gonna get into some boxes, and I'm gonna show you the ropes. Tampa is a very enthusiastic student and so very talented. I'm glad you're my friend, Pam. Yes, I'm gonna take it slow, but I'm chomping at the bit because I'm ready already, right? I'm ready to get with my bees already because they're trying. Good. I'm glad you're ready. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. Happy early birthday from Chris. Oh, we'll be keeping you in our thoughts and prayers. You got some bad storms heading in the south. Keep an eye on that. Batten down the hatches. Hey, OG Bran. Hang on. We get it. The chat just jumped by. Good to see you this afternoon. Thanks for coming in. Clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. The tallow is blooming. Hey, that'll get them going. I saw the honeysuckle blooming. I'm not sure how much they get after that with the, ooh, that's a bad one coming through. We definitely thinking about you. It is that time of year. The storms are going to start rolling through, but that's going to help everything grow. I like to eat apples and bananas. You silly. That I remember singing that song with the grandchildren, and as a child, it was fun. So we got storms down south. It's supposed to rain Thursday around here. I don't know about any bad storms. We appreciate you guys every Sunday night. If I can't chat, I try to catch the replay. Things are changing around here, and I feel like I'm being pulled a few different ways. And trying to get on in the evenings is tricky because I end up falling asleep. That does not mean I'm getting old. It just means I've been using all my energy healing. That's all that means. It's raining all day where OG Bran was today. Yeah, the May flowers need showers to keep going and growing. I hope that encourages somebody to keep going, keep it moving, keep it in motion. Like I like Girl Dad cooking up that deliciousness, like he says. Keep it moving. Keep it 100. Yes, I've been seeing them all over too. Stay safe out there driving, Tampa. It's busy up there in Indy. I know the traffic can get very busy up there. But yeah, watch for the different plants when they start blooming. Okay, good. You're home safe. Well, I hope you have a good live stream tonight. Tampa goes live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And Collector Rick, he said he tried to trade his Bitcoin for a bee barn. Bitcoin, what's that? I hope you do get your bee barn, Rick. That would be awesome. We're talking about a honey house around here. And we got flags in the ground. So Tampa's got Tuesday shenanigans tonight. If I don't fall asleep before 9, I will try to be in and chat with you guys. I'm still trying to think about what I was going to say. I'm glad you guys got to go and do that. It's bittersweet. My parents were cremated. They're here with me. They're both of their urns, so we don't go to a grave site, but I'm glad you got to go do that. And I know the honeysuckles out here, and pretty soon the blackberries will be, and the blackberry is my favorite flow. I remember that first blackberry harvest made the whole house smell so good. There's no air freshener you can buy that can match it. There just is not. In Tampa, you're going to experience that firsthand. In about a couple weeks around here. Hopefully we don't find any of that dirt honey. But then again, if I do, that's supposed to be some good stuff. Even though it does taste like it's just sweet dirt. Was it that purple dead nettle that did that? Yeah, some honey doesn't taste good. And it's a shock when you get it. Because you think, oh, it's just it's all going to be good. No, it doesn't all turn out well. But I guess that's why we keep trying, keep setting them up to fill them up. So I guess if you're thinking about splitting, you could try. But then again, adding boxes doesn't always stop them from swarming. It may delay them. And I guess figuring it out is half the fun. Now, see, down there in Alabama, you guys already have blackberries? That's awesome. We're still waiting. Everything's green. I didn't see any buds yet. Now, when I go check for swarms, I'll look. I think it's just amazing how the bees will find it. Wherever it is, they know where to go and look for it. Then they go back and they tell everybody else. And then they keep doing that. So we'll have reminders up. See, that is so cool. That's going to be us in a couple weeks, probably. Seems like we're about a month behind you guys. Now, PJ Hanley's homestead is north of Indianapolis, so that's good. You guys have a good flow going on. I've noticed, what was it, last year in Brown County, they had a flow and we had a dearth here in Bartholomew County. That was kind of weird, but it does happen. The weather is unpredictable, and the things that the plants do. But if you know the signs to watch for, like the growing leaves and where they bud, aw, you guys still have that flying squirrel. It's so cute. I hope you guys got a video of that. That is a good wish to have, Chris. But I'm glad you're still with us. Hey, Frugal Mama, good to see you. I'm glad you came by this afternoon. I caught your replay this morning. Everybody, if you can, at 7 a.m., go work out with Frugal Mama. She's awesome. She's kept me maintained at my weight that I currently am at. I almost told you how much I weigh. We're not going to do that today. But it isn't acceptable for a change. I've struggled with too many pounds in the past. But I'm glad Frugal Mama goes live and does her workout every morning. She's awesome. Lee's got blueberries on the bushes. I remember picking wild blueberries in Michigan. Those were the days. I wonder, maybe we should try to plant some blueberries around here. We've got the gardening community. David Croppa, he can help us. I know J3 Jags Farm, he does blueberries. There's a lot of them. A lot of you gardeners out there can help us beekeepers. Plant things for the bees. Let your dandelions grow just a couple days longer before you mow them. All these little things that we do can help the bee population grow. Because I know that's a major concern this year with all the losses that have been reported across the country and internationally. That makes me think maybe we should start looking for blueberry bushes. If the flood water didn't wash them away, though, that's the other issue we've been having. But we make do with what we got. That's great, Chris. Keep it up. You can always watch Doctor Who while you're on the cycle. Or Star Wars. Or Firefly. Hey, that'll be cool. Blueberry cobbler is awesome. It's good to keep your body moving. I know who else was I doing? It was the Jay Jordan. He does burpees and jump rope and different things. Well, I can't do the jump rope thing anymore. My chiropractor already said no more jump rope for me. But I can walk in place and I'll do that. And that does help. Keep your blood pumping. So we can keep getting in these boxes. Yep, we always got to race the birds for the berries. Birds like them too. It's all these little things that add up to the big things. I'm glad you guys are here to share with me live and on the replay. And I think that's all I've got for you today. It's just been mostly healing, and the bees are swarming, and well, Stephen got that one last week. I'm grateful for having a husband who likes the beekeeping as much as me. Keep it up, Chris. They all add up. You lost 10 pounds. That's a lot to carry around. Keep going. A little bit every day. That's a good idea. We've been using the CDs. We hang the CDs so that it doesn't work for very long because they figure it out. The birds, they might have bird brains, but they're not stupid. Yeah, and the pie pans, if you take a piece of rebar and do your pie pans on, that metal to metal might tang your swarms for you. When you have a swarm in the air and you tang two pieces of metal together, it's supposed to reverberate the sound and make them come down out of the tree. And it does work, but you gotta keep doing it. It's another trick that we can pass along before I end the stream today. There's all kinds of tricks in beekeeping and gardening, and I'm glad that we can share with each other and help each other grow. Hey, Don't Hurt the Harvest. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in this afternoon. I hope your bees are good, doing well. And if they're swarming, I hope you can catch them and put them back in a box. Thank you, Lee. Definitely sting that like button. Now we have 13 folks in here. I can't go anywhere now. We're just getting this started. But it's good to keep a extra box handy. Those copy boxes. Of course you count. Do I count? Yes, 2 for 3 on the tangin. It does work. It really does. We keep a bird feeder too. The hummingbirds are back. And we've got a little suction cup feeder on the kitchen window. And they actually come up to it. It's so neat. Don't Hurt the Harvest says hello to everyone. I can't wait I hope you can come to the garage Saturday with me in Tampa. Bee duty calls for Hanley's Homestead. Thanks for coming in, PJ. I appreciate you. You have a wonderful week. It was good to see you. Catch those bees. I've lost track. I don't know if it's 6 or 7 now, but I know 2 got away. The one from my thinking spot bench, they got away. They were gone when I got there. And then there was another one. We didn't quite get to them. But sometimes it's like that. I mean, if they go up too far, I'm not going to break my neck for them. So they'll just have to find another place to go. But somebody mentioned to me that they were chasing swarms and they got tired. Make sure you rest and hydrate between swarm catches. It's very important to drink your water. Mizu no mu. Good. I'm glad. See, it happens like that sometimes. And those are meant to repopulate the feral bee population, I think. Hey, DC's bees. Hang on, I'll get back to your question, Chris. I wanted to say hi to DC. Your one requeening attempt of 2025 is underway. Oh, I'm sorry to hear she didn't survive, DC. But I'm glad to see you in the chat. Oh, he got stung 5 or 6 times, too. Was it cloudy, DC? Because you like the doves and the blue jays? I like hummingbirds. Hummingbirds are my favorite birds. Because they, there is this, we have a tomato cage that they sit on. I'll try to get a video of it. But it'll sit on this metal and take its little beak and sharpen the beak on the metal. They just weren't happy to see you. Well, and sometimes they're like that. That's why whenever I know that I have to dig in or do something invasive that they're not going to like, I put my veil on because I don't want to get stung in the face. I don't mind getting stung on my arms or my legs, but the feet, that is just tight. It hurts. I'm glad to see everybody this afternoon. I was going to put it off and just wait for Tampa to come over Monday and go live, but I'm glad I did go live. Oh, thank you. Don't hurt the harvest. I love tomatoes. We got some lemon boys, I think. We put those in the garden already. We planted your watermelon seeds. And yeah, they do what they want, DC. These bees, once they decide that you're a problem, well, then you're a problem. All right, I've got my water. DC's gonna go get his coffee to have a drink. I like my Hive Butler with the vented lid for the swarm catching. I had to add that disc for the queen excluder, the open or the vented. But Stephen, he helped me clean that out, so that's ready. Just got to find some frames to put in there for when I do get a swarm to go in there. So I'm ready in that respect. Now I just got to get everything ready to really get everything looked at and see who needs a good split and who needs more boxes or what. They use 2 swarm cells. All right, let me back up because Gunline said, whatever extra queen cells they end up drawing out will make a split or two. Yeah, absolutely. If you've got the equipment to put them in, go for it. Because right now is the best time to split them so that they can build up for fall. So I guess in a lot of ways, you're taking this year's bees to build them up for next year's honey. Well, and ants come and steal the eggs too, DC. Yep. They do what they want. But I think it's good to try to figure them out. Yeah, it's this is my 6th year. I remember 6 years ago, I was waiting on bees and a grandbaby. Because my granddaughter, my next to youngest, my youngest daughter's youngest daughter, was born the day before my birthday on the 14th, 6 years ago. So we got bees and a grandbaby that year. And here we are, we still have bees and grandbabies. That's great. DC's got Caucasians. Yes, that's a good way to keep up with the time. I got to remember, where am I at? This is 2025. Years got away because the bee math, you can start with 1 and end up with 5. And how did that happen? Now, on the rainy days, I know they'll go through and eat more honey and go through their stores. So the more you give them, that's the 3 deeps is the max capacity for your. I really like your shelters, DC. That keeps them nice and safe and cozy. DC's pampered bees. I like it. Let's see. I've already been through all my notes. Well, and that used to kind of upset me. Like, they're using all their honey. Well, they're using their honey. They made it for them. They don't make it for us, even though we come along and take it. They make it for them. Yeah, that's the flow that I'm gearing up for, DC, is the, and my arm will be healed before, here, let me get that out of the way. It'll definitely be healed before the blackberry flow starts. And then it's just trying to keep up with them. Absolutely don't hurt the harvest. We're the robber bees. And they smell our intentions. When I have it on my mind to go looking for honey, I usually get stung. You can't hide. You can't hide from the bees. They can smell you. I'd rather get a bigger blackberry harvest than getting spring. It seems like we're actually getting a spring here in Indiana this year. It's felt like we go right from winter to summer around here. It'll thaw and then be hot and humid. But this year we've actually had some milder weather, and I'm grateful for it. That is a good idea. Thank you, Gunline, for that comment. I know they've already, because when I put the bees in the observation hive, that colony had queen cells, so I wasn't too upset about splitting them up like I did. Yes, but it rained again and the puddle is trying to come back. Frank, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining us this afternoon, because it seems we can't not talk about bees around here. My favorite subject. Favorite. And that, I think it's the honey. Getting it from the source. Because the store-bought honey is just not, unless you know that beekeeper, that honey may be pasteurized or burnt or mixed with something else. That's, I don't know. But when I tried it directly from the beekeeper, I just knew what I wanted to do. DC said there was 3 cells, 1 on one frame and 2 on another. Damaged the one and want to see if they will. I don't know. Once you break those cells, they're gone. They're done. But it can't hurt to try, DC, because you never know what they're going to do with them. Okay, so you got the 3 frame mating nukes. I've got a nuke set up for when because I still want to try to graft some queens this year. I've got the bars and the things to do it in the starter box. So we'll see how it goes. Let's all watch for DC's video coming out tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow's Wednesday. I don't have any doctor's appointments or anything. I think I can get caught up with that. Make sure the 7th. Yeah, I'm good. As I'm still resting, recuperating from my little procedure. Yes, it helps to be prepared just a little earlier so that you're not scrambling. I think it was last year or the year before. We didn't have enough boxes at all. And we and that one year I ended up, that was probably my 2nd year. Well, the point is to try to have extra boxes if you're going to have. What now, Frank? DC's giving bee swimming lessons in the next video. 4 double deep colonies. Pick them up for blackberries. All right. Our count is, I do believe, at 24. We have, I'll have to do the count again, but I do believe we are at 24, working our way back up to 31. That seemed to be a good, 30 was a good number for us. It still seems like a dream getting here, because I remember all the reading and the watching videos and just absorbing all the bee information that I could. And I still do that. I find myself reading articles and watching videos. That's a good strategy, DC. Now that'll be something to see. DC going to Nabi. You still have 2 Don't Hurt the Harvest, and those 2 can turn back into 8. We'll get together soon and talk about it. Frugal Mama said, Happy Tuesday, everybody. I'm glad you came in, Frugal Mama. All the way from Texas. You know how to do some stuff, DC. And the more you get in there and the more you do it, the more you'll be confident. And it's a different when you've got bees all over the equipment, trying to not move so fast. Slowing down can be a challenge. Yes, you can do a lot with 2 strong colonies. Absolutely. Don't Hurt the Harvest said hello to Frugal Mama. And I already gave a shout out to all the people in the background and on the replay. Thanks for watching, hitting the like, subscribe. Let's see. Well, my swarm management has just been kind of add a box and catch them when they do. Well, and if you learned something, then it wasn't a mistake. It was a lesson. If you came out of that with more wisdom and what to do next time, then you didn't lose. Yep, add a box, add a box, add a box, add a box. Oh, these little boxes. I'm a collector of boxes. I'm not a beekeeper. I collect boxes. Sometimes that's what it feels like. And looking at all the boxes in my garage. But next year, the garage won't be the box collector. We'll have the honey house next year. I'm so glad you guys could join me this afternoon. I hope I helped you in some way. You know, I still feel like I'm so new to all of this, but I do have 6 years. This is my 6th year. And I do know a thing or two about these bees. And if I can help you, that's bonus. So with that, I wish you a wonderful week ahead. I will see you early next week. We'll be live Monday with Tampa's Creek Homestead and more. Don't forget to check her out tonight at 9. I think Tom, Mac Apiary Bees, goes live tonight. I'm not sure. Check him out. I might be sleeping at that time. So, oh, thank you, Gunline. You are so dear to my heart. Yes, eat more honey. Here, before we go, get my Hoosier honey. We'll have a shot. I do believe that's trying to crystallize again. Well, thank you all for joining me. I will see you next week. Bye.